Greetings from the Library of Michigan and welcome to the 101st session of the Michigan Legislature. We are here today to tell you about the Library of Michigan, Michigan's state library, and the resources and services we provide to help your work go more efficiently and effectively. My name is Diane Donham, and I'm one of the reference librarians who focuses on outreach to legislative and state employees.
And I'm Bernadette Bartlett, the Michigan Documents Librarian, which means I specialize in collecting and preserving state government information. As a result, I have a broad familiarity with the structure of state government, including who does what and what type of information they produce. In case you are unfamiliar with the State Library, we've been around since 1828, when we were created to support the information needs of the Territorial Legislative Council. We have a long history of providing nonpartisan and confidential services to state government employees across all three branches, and we look forward to working with you as well.
As is the case with most other state government buildings, the Library of Michigan's building is still closed and we staff are working from our homes. But thanks to a little digital hijinks, I'm standing here outside the library's impressive home, the Michigan Library and Historical Center, or MLHC, located at 702 West Kalamazoo Street. As far as we know, we are the only building in downtown Lansing with a white pine, the state tree, growing out of its middle. The MLHC is also the home of the Michigan History Museum, the Archives of Michigan, and the Braille and Talking Book Library.
And behind me is a collage of some of the areas inside our library and a glimpse of our vast collections, which include all things Michigan, including newspapers, books, periodicals, government documents, legal resources, and a fascinating rare books collection.
To acquaint you with our services and resources, we are going to take you on a tour of the library's website, highlighting the features we think would be of particular interest and relevance to you.
Our intention is not to go into great detail, but rather to tell you just enough that you will remember that we are here and ready to help.
Here we are at the Library of Michigan's homepage. We'll be focusing on the State Employees tab and the sections located under this drop-down menu. Get a library card is a great place to start. Apply online, and we'll send you your barcode and PIN, which will be your ticket to access our subscription databases selected with the research needs of legislative and state employees in mind. We'll highlight a few of those resources when we get to that section of our website tour. Next, we see Services for State Employees. This page provides a description of the types of research assistance we can provide, including literature searches on a particular topic, document requests, statistical research, for example. This list is just meant to be representative of the range of services we can provide. Contact us about your particular situation, and we'll work out how we can help.
Also under this tab is our timely topics, one of the ways we keep you informed with a monthly overview of specific topics selected from current state issues that you might encounter in your work. Each issue contains brief summary text and links to reports, articles, podcasts, and statistics from a variety of sources, generally published within the last year. We vet the sources for authenticity and authority and look for materials that provide solid background, multiple points of view, and federal, state, and local perspectives. In addition to the timely topics, this page also includes book lists that provide suggested reading tied to current events, such as March's Reading Month, which makes suggestions for books that legislators might choose to read on school visits or incorporate into their own March's Reading Month activities.
Moving on to use library materials. The first entry here is Answer, our online catalog. Answer is the tool to explore our collections and find books, journals, newspapers, and other materials that we have in the library. Answer is a free website that anybody, anywhere can search. Important, albeit unfortunate note. Since our building is closed right now, we cannot access most of the materials in Answer, but please let us know if you see something you would like to borrow, and we will do our best to fulfill your request. Also on this page is a link to our Professional Development Lending Library. This is a collection of books aligned with the state of Michigan's management competencies, covering topics such as communication, leadership, and innovation. It is also recently stocked with titles that address implicit bias and related issues, and books of a tech support self-help nature. Clicking on the Professional Development Lending Library link takes you to a list of all the PDL titles in reverse chronological order, newest to oldest.
Moving on to our online resources, one of the ways the library staff is putting our expertise and collections to work is by building signature databases and repositories containing uniquely Michigan content. Of note is the Michigan Legislative Biography Database, in which you can search by name, date, district, and legislative session to track down vital statistics and biographical data about Michigan's legislators from 1835 to the last complete session. LM Digital is the newest face of the Library of Michigan's digital repository. Originally created to preserve and provide access to recent and historical state government information, the site is now expanding to include collections of images and documents from other institutions and organizations across Michigan.
As we continue to scroll down this page, you'll see that there are more than a dozen useful subscription databases available to you, spanning a range of disciplines. In the interest of time, I'm going to highlight 2 of them and will leave the rest for you to explore on your own. CQ Researcher is an excellent resource for policy research. It provides reports on key policy issues addressed at the federal level. Each report gives a topic thorough treatment, following a consistent format that includes an overview of the issue, a timeline of key moments in the issue's history, a look at both sides of the issue, and a bibliography of further reading. With a back file dating back to 1991, it provides a convenient way to trace policy trends and development over time. Continuing to scroll, we get to Newsbank, which provides access to the Detroit news from 1873 to 1999, but even more impressive than that is that it also includes coverage of the newspapers that comprise MLive. There are about 11 of them, representing Ann Arbor, Grand Rapids, Flint, Bay City, just to name a few, and coverage includes most of the 2000s up to the current day. This means that as you're reading through the Gongwer news clips and you run into an MLive article that says subscriber only, you are all set. We have the steps to gain access spelled out here, and there's also a video that demonstrates them as well.
Under the Explore Collections and Materials tab, we find a link to the State Law Library and its valuable online resources such as FastCase and Hein Online, research databases providing access to case law from all 50 states and historical state and federal government documents at your fingertips through your library card. In addition, the Law Library staff stands ready to research questions related to federal, state, and local law, rule, and policy from our curated Michigan Legal Collection and other resources. If you want to know more about the Library of Michigan's roles and activities, we encourage you to explore the other tabs on our homepage, including the historic role of the Library of Michigan under the About the Library tab, and the services we offer to support other libraries across the state.
As long-serving members of the Library of Michigan staff, of course we could go on, but we will stop here and conclude our brief tour of the Library of Michigan's reference services. We hope you have seen something that interests you and that will help you in your work. We are available by phone, email, and virtually through MS Teams and Zoom. Thank you for your time. We wish you well in your legislative endeavors and look forward to hearing from you.